Recognize it?
Yes.
Okay, well then it's fine.
Do you know the Revival's in its like third season now? That's wild.
Hi everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Culture Clash Online, the streamable version, spyware.
Taylor's version.
This is, of course, our Friday preview show. We are talking about the last new releases for June the 30th. It's smoky and gross outside. So, park real close to the building when you visit Culture Clash this weekend and then just kind of rush inside. Don't breathe in, and I think you'll be fine.
Unless you want to like chain smoke like cigarettes like out on your porch.
Mm-hmm.
So you get like double the,
Yeah,
get your money's worth.
If you're a Chainsmokers fan, we're happy to have you. Just like Josh said. Okay, so we're going to go through the new CDs, small stack of CDs that we've got for you tomorrow, as well as, again, obviously all the vinyl. So here we go, starting with the Baseball Project.
Grand Salami time.
Grand Salami time.
And check out these new the wooden thingies.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Look at that.
Do you mean the new wooden LP, wait, what are they called?
LP stand?
Stand.
Yeah, that thing.
From Peregrine Woodshop, from our friend that was here for Record Store Day.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
That's the one.
He also sent some fidget pieces of wood,
Little wooden worry stone
like
things.
Try to stop touching it if you can. I dare you. Right, and the point is, the Baseball Project is a supergroup featuring members of REM, not Michael Stipe, the Minus Five, and the Dream Syndicate. I think this is like their third record, or CD, to be specific.
Yeah, Peter Buck from REM's on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds REM-esque in the music, not really in the vocals.
I'm getting a spam call on my cell phone now.
Oh, nice.
Robocalls everywhere. More newness, new stuff from 1981 and 1982, that is.
The JGB, the Jerry Garcia Band.
Woo! He played in the band Grateful Dead.
You might have heard of him. I don't know. Yep. I think like John Mayer, like he took over for John Mayer once he left. But
did they ever play any live shows?
I don't know. I've heard they're mostly like a studio band, not really did any live things.
Yeah.
But this one, 80, 81, kind of underrated years for the Dead. Not really too familiar with the JGB, but he's covering Dylan on this thing like he does with the JGB.
You got it.
You got it. Come on, Deadheads, get in here.
How about the Pink Stones? Pink Stones gave me... wait, which one was this? I'm getting this confused.
This one was kind of like soul sounding.
Yeah, some like southern folk rock.
Yeah, speaking of like Dead, like it definitely had some like Dead, like kind of jammy southern Allman Brothers type of vibes going on.
Six Finger Satellite.
Yeah. This was cool.
Yeah, it's certainly one better than Five Finger Satellite.
Better than Five Finger Death Punch as well.
Were you familiar with them, John? I know this record's from, 1993?
I was not familiar, but I put it on, and I really dig it. Definitely a little bit of weirdo shit going on, like if you're a fan of, like, Jesus Lizard and stuff like that.
Noise rock, come on in.
It's pretty noisy.
And then Lucinda Williams, Stories from a Rock and Roll Heart.
The girl. She's back.
She's doing it. It's Lucinda. Put a big old heart over her face. That's all you need to do. Okay, on to the records, starting with Jonny Benavidez, My Echo, Shadow, and Me. This looks like it's from 1964. It is not. It is from 2023, June 30th, specifically.
Oof.
Yeah. Did you listen to this one?
I did. I don't know. I know you're really into, like, the coal mine record stuff. This sounds very Tim Core to me.
Yeah. Some doo-woppiness to it.
Sounded really pleasant.
Yeah, I'll be listening to that for sure. And how about John? Is this John Core?
This is John Core,
yeah.
If you like your sludge metal dark and experimental and just disgusting the body, This is a reissue of their 2014 album, I Shall Die Here. Also, another LP of just, I think, some rarities in this thing.
Yeah, I think it was the like primal recordings that became that album.
Yeah.
I Shall Die Here. So yeah, seems like worthwhile.
Absolutely.
Okay. I think this is Damien and my favorite album cover of the week. This is the 2020 mixtape from Cartoons called Saturday Morning. Listen to a bunch of this, and this I'll be vibing with this all weekend. I can guarantee.
I
it.
tried listening to that, but like every time I like looked it up, it was just like, oh, like the Jetsons theme and like actual Saturday morning cartoons. So
Cartoons, 2 R's. That's the key.
That's the key.
That's the key. That's the cipher. Neko Case, don't objectify her.
The girl.
This is a compilation best of Neko Case. So if you've been hearing the name Neko Case for the last 20 years and have not formed enough of an opinion, or just been a passing fan, this might be the pickup for you.
Alt country legend.
John, were you a fan of that Fontaine's DC album last year?
I was, yeah. Fontaine's DC is pretty great. This is not what I expected from like a solo project from them. Not really not really post-punky in that aspect, but I mean, still pretty solid.
He's got a good voice.
He does, absolutely.
Okay, we've got a duo of reissues from Current Joys. These include screen-printed, hand-drawn album artwork from the artist Current Joys. These albums are from before.
They're from before.
Yep.
Nice bedroom pop.
Yeah. We've had some good Current Joys records and tapes here before. Dang. Maybe it's just too solid of a week for album art.
Whew. Where'd they get this picture of me?
This is Angelo Augustine. He's coming off of a collaboration album with The Soof, Sufjan Stevens, 2 years ago. But yeah, this is kind of like folky psych stuff. And I mean, look at it, right? Look at it.
If you ever wanted to blind buy, this is the one.
The heavy and heavy amen. I thought this sounded a great deal like Black Keys.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Title was a little misleading for me. I thought it was going to be kind of heavy. It's just kind of Black Keys, you know?
Yeah, I would say it's neither super heavy nor super gospel-y. So the heavy and amen. All around, we disagree. Rename your band, rename your album. Otherwise, pretty cool sound. Dig it.
Yeah, I could see this playing in like a Dodge Ram commercial.
Yep. Karol G.
Yeah.
Y'all hip to this? Karol G, I think...
the reggaeton queen.
Highest selling North American tour from a Latin performing artist, or something very specifically categorized in that way. Yes, Manana, Sera, Bonito, Tomorrow Will Be Beautiful, from Karol G, finally here on vinyl.
Speaking of...
Yeah, here you go.
Drony Baloney, this new Kanate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Stephen O'Malley from Sun O side project. They haven't released a record in like 15 years. I will be listening to this in the store and scaring all the hoes with the Drony Baloney.
Members of, like you said, Sun O, also Blind Idiot God and Old. I know I've heard of Blind Idiot God.
Yeah.
I'm not super familiar, but another Krangbin collabo. Live with, who is this? Nubia Garcia?
Yes.
Yeah, I got that right. Nubia Garcia, a British soul jazz saxophonist and singer. This is one of the Krangbin live albums that I'm particularly looking forward to listening to. Another one is the upcoming Toro y Moi collabo.
Ooh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, that's coming. That's coming. King Ghidorah.
Whew.
Y'all know about King Ghidorah?
What a beautiful piece.
This MF Doom.
One of my favorite projects of Doom, honestly.
How do you sell Doom harder than
sell
just saying
Doom?
MF Doom?
Yeah, one of my favorite Doom projects. Very definitely his most jazzy, I think, beats on this thing. A lot of features on this thing as well. I'm really excited this is getting reissued. I feel like this one gets forgotten in the whole Mad Villain and Victor Vaughn because it all came out in the same era.
Yep. And this is Doom's take on an alien view of humanity, which kind of sounds like MF Doom always, to be honest. I'm into it. I'm taking a copy of that. I think John is too.
Absolutely.
Come get yours. John, Karol, Kirby. Did you listen to this first of all?
I
don't know if you got a chance to.
A little bit.
I became aware of John Karol Kirby from scoring an animated film by Dash Shaw, comics artist. I thought that was really, really well done. And he's releasing albums on Stone's Throw. Speaking of
The
experimental
Doomster.
hip hop stuff.
The Doomster.
Ew. Yeah. I don't know. Modern Cosmology. This is cool. This is, do you remember? It's a member of Stereo Lab.
Oh, yeah, this one.
Yeah, second album from one member of Stereo Lab as well as a Brazilian band. Won't butcher their name, but that combination alone sounds worth the price of admission for me.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this is a guy from Stereo Lab, and then the vocals came in. I was like, oh yeah, that checks out.
Hey. Okay, this looks really cool.
Yeah, this is badass.
I was listening to this a little bit before you came in. Sorry, let me just say it. Optiki Musiki. Hopefully that's right. But this is Greek avant-garde, experimental, spacey. It's a slow vibe.
Yeah, this is another one I'm going to be playing in the shop and scaring all the hoes again. Very good stuff.
It's going to be great, slowly waking up music, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
10th anniversary.
You couldn't get enough Portugal the Man last week. We got a new reissue for you.
You guys, Portugal is a country.
He's not a man.
That's all. Kristen Roos. Okay. I just want to point out that I'm not reading the 4 paragraphs of information that I read at least 2 times earlier because I found it so fascinating. But Kristen Roos, with releasing Universal Synthesizer Interface Volumes 1 and 2, there you go. Kristen Roos found a floppy disk on eBay, won it for a couple bucks, and discovered a basically MIDI music software that they like so much. They got in touch with the creator of the software, did a lot. Point is, a lot of synthy stuff. If you like the Plantasia, Cool Maritime, that kind of stuff, check out this Kristen Roos character.
There's songs on it called Diablos 1 through 4.
Yeah.
I was definitely getting some video game music vibes from it too. It sounded like Donkey Kong from the 90s a little bit, maybe.
Into it. Spirit of the Beehive repressing their second and third album, Pleasure Suck, and what is it? Hypnic Jerks?
Yes.
Yeah. Spirit of the Beehive. Get the spirit.
Don't get stung.
Buzz. Okay, and finally, before some almost finally, never mind. From Modern Baseball, the drummer, that is, new album from Steady Hands. Been a couple years since Steady Hands put on an album. I thought this sounded like if Jeff Rosenstock were a bigger fan of Bruce Springsteen. Yeah, that's my pitch.
I definitely hear the Modern Baseball.
This was fun.
Yeah, this one's sweet.
This sounds like a big old Latin band, and it's basically just a dude in San Diego. Was it Mitchum Yakub?
Yeah, I think he's an Egyptian American.
Is he Egyptian American?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. That's cool. This is cool. Latin Tropicalia stuff made currently. He borrows members from the Surefire Soul Ensemble and some other coal
There's some
bands.
dub and kind of influence in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really digging this.
Okay, this was starting to walk away with your and my collective pick of the week, no?
Oh, yeah, this is definitely, I want to dive into this more. Digging for Gold, Volume 13. Argentinian psych and garage rock from like the 60s. Just really pleasant sounding stuff here. Absolutely looking forward to
Yeah, really cool garage psych pop with a bit of a Latin flair to it. Boy, you come to a record store and you dig for gold, and sometimes it's just spelled out for you. This is really denim. This is the first time I'm touching it.
Yo,
I'm sorry.
Numero comp. What are you doing, dog?
Wow. Okay, finally, the last compilation, the last record. This is Numero's L80s, So Unusual. John, the note that you wrote here is Sophistipop Sade-esque.
Absolutely, yeah. If you ever, if you're like me and you're not old enough and you ever wanted to wonder, what was it like to walk through Kmart in 1992? This might be for you. Definitely very Sade-esque. A lot of that, jazzy 80s pop stuff.
Remarkable. It was, I think it might still be playing.
Yes,
it's super bizarre for sure. That kind of, it's not library music. I agree with you. It's like grocery store, Kmart, Muzak. But somehow, I don't know, could end up on our best of the year list. Who knows?
Might end up in Value City while you buy a new sofa.
Exactly. Okay.
It's a gene. It's genes.
We will be launching big time July sales here when we open after the weekend or after Monday on the 4th. So come on down for the weekend, stay away from the smoke, but starting next week on the 4th, we're going to have big sales, including our famous buy one, get one half off all pre-spun vinyl. We got a bunch more stuff. As you know, we closed for inventory for a little bit. We found a lot of stuff that was really cool that we still managed to price downward. So those new lower prices on some cool finds are here in the middle room, the budget room, as it were, because you can find all the budgets and deals here.
Oh, yeah.
And us on Thursdays on the stage, talking into microphones.
But yeah, there's some cool stuff in those bins. I mean, stuff that people just didn't bought, like Outcast, Atlians. I found Motorhead, Ace of Spades was in there. Just cool stuff that's discounted now. And also, doesn't our BOGO Ho also apply to our wall records, our rarities?
It does. This is the little known secret, or I don't know if it is, but the secret of our BOGO Ho pre-spun sale is our wall records, our pre-spun rarities, those things that you look at and say, not today, can't do it. Boy, it might be time to pull the trigger. BOGO Ho.
BOGO Ho.
BOGO Ho.
Someone buy that Sam Hain record so I don't do it.
Someone buy that hand-painted Steve Lacy album featured in our article and interview in Glide magazine.
Really cool.
If we have not yet shared that, we will be. But yeah, Glide magazine, thank you very much for the feature. Really appreciate that. Thanks so much. This is the entirety of the Culture Clash Friday preview live stream. And other words that are the last words that I'm saying. Cut the feed.